that moment, even Teacher Park believed the murderer was her own son. But when the man took off the rabbit mask, it turned out to be Jungwan's face. Jungwan initially intended to kill Teacher Park to avenge his mother, but then he thought differently. Letting Teacher Park live in guilt is the greatest punishment for her. Detective Kim, after understanding the case, immediately dispatched officers to capture Jungwan. But when they arrived at Jungwan's home, they found that in the room, aside from a mummified body, there was no sign of anyone else. But then Detective Kim discovered again. The room was filled with young girls' clothes everywhere. This made him doubt whether this was really Jungwan's home. But the rabbit patterns on the wall proved that this house was indeed related to the murderer. After seeing this, Detective Kim had a bold guess. And soon, his guess was confirmed. He suddenly received a call from a colleague, learning that among Teacher Park's students, there was actually no one named Mize. And according to the autopsy report, the 5 deceased actually died from poisoning. Detective Kim concluded that the girl named Mize was actually the real Jungwan. But discovering the truth now was already too late, because Jungwan had already brought the awakened Teacher Park to the seaside. What she told Detective Kim was actually all her own personal experiences. Since her mother passed away, Jungwan is constantly thinking about revenge, until she heard that Teacher Park's deformed son had passed away. Not only did she become lonely and destitute, but she also became paralyzed. Only those 5 students she was proud of were left in the world. They came to visit her every year. Therefore, Jungwan decided to make her experience the pain she once endured. So she secretly lurked around her early on, and on the day of the banquet, she poisoned the food, to let Teacher Park see with her own eyes her most cherished students dying tragically one by one. Watching the heartbroken Teacher Park, Jungwan finally experienced the feeling of revenge fulfilled. She then jumped into the sea without hesitation. Before long, there was only an empty wheelchair left at the dock. Obviously, Teacher Park also couldn't bear the torment within. Similarly chose to jump into the sea to end their life. Alright, that's it for today's story.